I think I have shown you this slide before. I'm showing it again. I want you to look at it again and again, as many times as possible, so that it's completely internalized inside you. And what this tells you, at the bottom, you see this is the foundation, your knowledge base. This is what we have done most of our life, especially in the part of as a student, going to a school, college, university. We were just in the business of gaining knowledge, accumulating our knowledge base, right? We were very good at that. You listened to the lecture, you read books, and then you appeared in a test or exam. You got the good grades, and that was all the success you were looking for. So you were quite successful in that part of the life, right? Now, as I have explained many times, the second part of life, when you jump into the career or your business, is quite different. All the knowledge you have gained may be useful, but it's not about the grades and the examination and appearing in the test. It's about working with the people, for which many people struggle to work with the people because we are not trained into it. So what happens that even at this part of life right now, you are all somewhere around the middle of your career. All of you are matured adult, but because you have spent most of your life accumulating, gathering knowledge, you are still in the same mood. In this program, many of you are coming and just gathering knowledge and going away, doing nothing else, right? That's not the purpose of this program. The purpose of the program is to use that knowledge. I call it knowledge execution. If you are, again, dumping a lot of knowledge in your mind and doing nothing with it, you are wasting your time. Because life is not about gaining knowledge. Life is not about your knowledge base. Nobody's checking your knowledge base. They don't ask you, even they don't look at your certificates and degrees. They look at you when you're talking. They look at you when you are interacting with someone else. You're looking at you when you're presenting. That is where you execute your knowledge. If you don't execute your knowledge, there is no point to gain the knowledge, especially in this part of the life, right? So if you come to this program and only look at my slides, listen to my lectures, watch some videos, and then you think that you are going to change your life and career, I have bad news for you. It's not going to work that way. And more important, look again at this diagram. Look at it again. And what you see next to knowledge base is what? Your mindset. That is even more important than your knowledge base. Because everybody gets the knowledge base, but that knowledge base has to filter out your mindset. Whatever good or bad knowledge base you have, it has to filter through your mindset. And if you have a good mindset, which many of us have, you're lucky, because all the good information translate into good meaning, good actions for you. But many of us do not have the good mindset based on the poor life experiences, based on the environment we have lived into. We may not have the good mindset. And if that is the situation, then you are wasting all of your knowledge, because even if you intend to use that knowledge, once it translates through your mindset, it's already spoiled. It's garbage in, garbage out. So you need to, more than you are gaining the knowledge, you need to take care of your mindset. This is like a filter through which the oil is passing through in your car. If you don't change those filters or don't clean them, they don't work properly. And some people spend their entire life, because of the wrong mindset, only complaining that the whole world is at fault. The whole world is not at fault. You have a wrong filter, change the filter. We get a lot of inspiration from the leaders, so-called leaders, people who are doing much better than us in the life. And we look at them and say, if they can do it, we can do it. And what is the difference? They're not smarter. They don't have more intelligence. They are the same people. Physically, they have the same 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 eyes to work with. They have the same 24/7 hours available, and probably they have the same IQ level as you have. What is the difference? Difference is mindset. They have a different mindset. Otherwise, they are same like you. So why can't you adopt that mindset? The good news is that you can change them. Only you have the keys to your mindset, nobody else. They could influence you. I could influence you to change your mindset, but you have the keys to your mindset. You can only change it. Tim Cook is paid $250 million a year for his mindset. Otherwise, he's just an ordinary person. He doesn't have extra time like 50 hours a day or other extraordinary physical capabilities that he could fly in the air. He's just like us. The only thing, he has a different mindset. And if you know how to change your mindset, then that is all you need. Of course, you need some knowledge base, but if you have right filter, it will flow in the right direction. So my point of, again, showing you this diagram is that you may feel that, okay, I'm working on every area. I have enough knowledge base, I'm adding it further, and I have a good personal brand, I have good relationship, I'm working very hard, creating ideas, I'm doing communication, but it's not working. It's not working because your mindset is spoiling the whole thing. And it's not about mindset only. Even if you take care of the mindset, what about your community? What about your strategic thinking? Look, I've said that again, so it's not new, but please allow me to repeat these, because repetition is the mother of excellence. Hopefully, my repetition would help you understand better and take some actions. As human beings, we tend to interact with other human beings. That's very natural, right? The worst punishment they provide, they put prisoners in confinement where nobody else they could meet and see. And that's the worst type of imprisonment anybody could have, because it's against the human nature. We want to meet people, we want to talk people, we want to socialize with people, right? This is very natural. And during this natural process of interacting with other human, we develop ourselves. When you talk to someone, you learn something, you develop interaction, you get maturity in your exchange of ideas, right? It doesn't happen that you read a lot of books after books and after books, and then you develop a lot of knowledge and you say, now I'm much smarter than other people. That doesn't work. Yes, you do need some knowledge, as I'm saying. You do need to have right mindset as your filter, but then ultimately you need to deploy it. So that is where the interaction comes. That is where you have the opportunity to interact with me, between yourselves, and every day when you go to work, you interact with other people as much as possible, because that is the only process of knowledge execution which would develop you further. All the components here, your personal brand, your relationship, your strategic thinking, your communication, that would come through interaction. You don't need to do any special recipe for it. There is no point to really enhance your Facebook profile or LinkedIn profile to improve your brand. Your best personal brand comes up when you speak in front of other people. When you participate in a business discussion, that is where your personal brand is established. Your relationship established, number of times you meet other people and exchange good ideas. And that process also enhances the quality of your communication. Probably the best time is now. When you are engaged in this program, we are talking together, we are sitting in a group, we have a structured guideline available to us, we have a structured program, we have a structured schedule. This is the best time. Those of you who think that, well, I'm too busy, I have very responsible job, a lot of work to do, I have family to support, I have parent to support, I have other things to do, and this program, so probably someday, sometime I will find some time, and then I will watch all the videos of Salim Sufi, all the contents I will go through, and then my life and career will change. Well, let me tell you the bad news, that someday, sometime will never come. That someday, sometime is now, only now. With all the good intention you have that I will catch up afterwards, it's not going to happen. It's a proven fact. Progress and growth is one of the most fundamental natural requirement of human being. Think of any time you don't feel good, it is because you are not growing. Now, when we start our life, naturally, we are young kids, we are physically growing, we are mentally growing. So growth is there until you become a matured adult. And if you look back, you will find that those times were not bad times. We are happy generally because you are growing. You're growing physically, you're growing mentally, you're growing intellectually. And then you started your career and still you feel that, yes, you are still growing, starting a career or business, you learn a lot and you make progress. The problem starts when you hit the middle, midlife or mid-career, whatever you call it, because there is stagnation. You're not getting as many promotions as you were getting. You're not getting much salary increase. Life become more routinized and you start to get bored. That is the time where these things matter. Now you have to push yourself. Growth does not come automatically at this stage. You need to push yourself. When you learn these things, you feel that you are growing. When you see results happening around you because of your effort, you have a feeling of growing. So growth in one way or the other, progress one way or the other has to take place. It was good that you are initially naturally, physically, mentally growing, but now there is stagnation. You create growth for yourself. If you don't, then you will feel sad. You will feel frustrated. I'm not a teacher. I don't teach you here because teacher role is to give the lecture and go away. They are done. I'm a coach. I do teach, but for me, your results are much more important. If you fail in your results, I fail in my results. Your failure is my failure. That's why I'm very interested to make you successful, because I'm keen to have success myself.
Thank you, Salim. I think your influence leadership model is very powerful. I think that the journey that I've taken on for the last 11 months on this program has been extremely powerful to me. I think one of the silent or the secret weapons in this program is your leadership model and the peer group that you encouraged us to create. I think these are some very powerful secret weapons that are very underrated in this program. I'm appreciative of my peer group because we do try to take the time at least twice a month to catch up and discuss the things that you've encouraged us to look at. And so for me, I've had uh, a, a, a lot of transformational mindset shift. I've also had quite a bit of success professionally. I went on to promote myself as a strategic thinker because of this program. And my leadership came up to me and said, "Hey, we've got a small market. We really want you to uh, build the strategy for this market. Can you go ahead and do it?" And I took that as a great opportunity to develop my strategic thinking brand.
Look, I'm a big advocate of doing things naturally as possible. So whatever you have experienced in this program, you could look at it as a program you have started and you have finished. What I want you to really adopt it for the rest of your life, because it's very natural. It doesn't interfere with your work schedule. This is not a course that you come to attend a course and then you finish the course and you go away. This is a program for your life. So you could continue these sessions in one way or the other. Finding 2 hours on a weekend is not a big deal if it create good results for you. You have to have some interaction with the professionals like you. This is very important. Not many people understand. They become so busy in their work and their personal life that the professional network completely eliminate from their life, and that's the problem. So you have to have a balance. The professional network is the connecting bridge between your work and your family or your personal life. And some investment, I'm not suggesting that you spend all of your day and night there, but some investment is necessary to keep that professional network alive, in touch with you, because that would give you the emotional vibrance in your life, in your professional life, which is necessary. So everything you have learned in this program is very natural, and you could continue this lifestyle as long as you want it.
Salim Sab, first of all, thank you so much, and I will echo what Mashhood and Evren just said. And when I was introspecting about this program, all the good things are there, but actually, so two things which I would like to highlight. When I was introspecting about this program, that what is missing and what is required. So I figured out that demonstration, as you correctly mentioned, that we are just absorbing the information, a lot of information, but we are not able to demonstrate it.
Yeah.
So how can I demonstrate this thing? And number second thing, which I felt I was missing, is self-belief. Majority of our colleagues, maybe if they introspect, they will find that they are still lacking the self-belief that they could be the better version of their self. They are here, but still in their mind, they have to accept or imagine that they should be there. Giving my example, before that program, I also discussed this with other colleague. I joined your 6 weeks program, and it also helped me to shape the journey in the professional career. And after this 11 months, I am now on an international assignment at the moment from the company in another country, and I am also have been appointed or have been nominated for a leadership program by another consultancy, just for the sake of future potential and future leaders, because I'm trying to demonstrate what I'm learning here. And when I'm discussing it with the team, with the marketing boys, with the salesperson, then they find that there is a change in finance. Finance is not the same, and I completely echo what you just wrote on the LinkedIn, that finance and strategy are a great match. And I'm just on it, and you have been an amazing teacher and mentor. So thank you so much for all your efforts, and I'm happy that I'm here and learning from you and from other colleagues.
You know enough. You know more than enough, right? You don't worry about knowledge. You have all the knowledge, but you need to execute that knowledge. So force yourself to get interaction with the colleagues. All of us, or all of you are lucky that what you are learning, you have a live laboratory available next to you in the form of your workplace. You can test all the ideas there, right? So in school colleges, we don't have a laboratory available. We are learning everything in theory in the classroom by a professor. And we start to believe that there is nothing to test. Here you have the luxury of testing everything you are learning here. You learn a concept here, next day you can apply it to work, right? So take it as your experimentation laboratory where you could do that. Now, while you are doing your laboratory experimentation, you are interacting with other people. That's the natural process of developing you. You started to develop confidence. Make mistakes. Mistakes will happen. Mistakes will happen. Start to accept mistakes, and gradually you will develop the confidence and the courage, and result will start to show up to build your self-belief that you are better before, or whatever you want to achieve. There will be a sign of progress for you. And once you get yourself in that spiral, then it will go itself. You don't have to make much efforts. But this is the critical juncture where you have to force yourself to get involved in the interaction with other people. These could be your office people, work colleagues. This could be a group of friends, or best try to develop a group of mastermind. 5-6 people who are like-minded, who are like you, and try to connect with them, try to make some agreement to meet every other week or every week or month. But that interaction is very important, crucial, critical for you to keep yourself going with that same belief. Otherwise, if you are working alone, again, it's the nature of human being that we get frustrated very quickly. So you need other people to really keep you energized.